Good morning, students. Welcome to the Geometry Online Teaching Session. This is the second session on lesson circle. In this session, we are going to learn one theorem based on properties of chords. And also, we are going to solve some problems from practice set 6.1. Okay. So, let's first revise the previous session. In the previous session, we have learned few basic concepts regarding circle. So can you define the circle? Yes. A circle is a set of points which are equidistant from a fixed point in a plane. Then we have learned the center of the circle. What is center of the circle? It is a fixed point which is equidistant at all points of the circle. Okay. Then we have learned about the radius. So what is radius? Radius is nothing but a segment joining the center of the circle and any point on the circle. Then we have learned about the chords. Now what is the definition for chord? Yes, chord is a segment joining any two points on the circle. So if you consider this figure, here in this circle, center is point O and segment OA and segment OB. These are two radii of this circle, and segment AB is the chord of this circle. Okay, and based on the properties of chord, we have learned one theorem which states that a perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle on its chord bisects the chord. That means if you draw a perpendicular segment, that is segment OP, on the chord of the circle, that is on segment AB, then this segment OP bisects the chord. Okay. So in this figure, segment AB is a chord of a circle with center O, and segment OP is perpendicular to chord AB. Then we can say that segment AP is equal to segment BP. Okay. So this is the first theorem and it is very important. So you should remember this statement. Okay. So today we are going to learn one more theorem based on the property of chords. Okay. So the statement for this is the segment joining the center of a circle and the midpoint of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. Now if you observe this statement is exactly inverse of the previous statement. Yes. So that means this theorem is converse of the previous theorem. Okay. So what is given to us here? Segment AB is a chord of a circle with center O, and P is the midpoint of chord AB of the circle. Okay. That much is given to us. That means segment AP is congruent to segment BP. Okay. Now we have to prove that segment OP is perpendicular to chord AB. Okay. So for that we have to do one construction. We have to draw segment OA and segment OB. Now due to this construction, we got here two triangles. So we have to consider these two triangles. So let's start with the proof. In triangle AOP and triangle BOP, what we can say in these two triangles? What are the corresponding sides here? Yes, segment OA is congruent to segment OB because these are the radii of the same circle, and we know that radii of the same circle are congruent. Then segment OP is congruent to segment OP because this is the common side for both the triangles. So it must be congruent. Then segment AP is congruent to segment BP. It is given to us. Now the three corresponding sides of one triangle are equal to the three corresponding sides of other triangle. That means we can say here triangle AOP is congruent to triangle BOP. By which test? Yes, by side test. Now these two triangles are congruent, so their corresponding other components must be congruent. Okay, so we can write here angle OPA is congruent to angle OPB. Yes, corresponding angles of congruent triangle. Write this equation as equation 1. Okay. Now angle OPA plus angle OPB is equal to 180 degree because these two angles are in linear pair and we know that linear pairs are supplementary. Okay. Now in the equation 1 we have shown that angle OPA is congruent to angle OPB. So instead of angle OPA we can write here angle OPB. So let's write here angle OPB plus angle OPB is equal to 180 degree. Reason you will write as from equation 1. Therefore 2 angle OPB is equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle OPB is equal to 90 degree. That means angle OPA is equal to angle OPB is equal to 90 degree. That means this segment OP forms a 90 degree angle at point P on this segment AB. That means we can say that segment OP is perpendicular to chord AB. Hence we have proved that the segment joining the center of the circle and the midpoint of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. Okay. Now let's solve practice set 6.1. First sum. A distance of chord AB from the center of a circle is 8 cm. Length of the chord AB is 12 cm. Find the diameter of the circle. Okay. So here first we have to draw a diagram according to the given information. Here this is a circle with center O and distance of a chord AB from the center of the circle is given as 8 cm. So that means segment OP is the 8 cm and length of the chord is 12 cm. Length of chord AB is given as 12 cm and you have to find the diameter of the circle. Now how to find the diameter? For that you first find the radius of the circle and we know that radius is half the diameter. Okay. So with the help of that we can find the diameter. Okay. So let's start with the solution. In the adjoining figure, O is the center of the circle, OA is its radius and AB is its chord. Okay. Therefore AB is equal to 12 cm and OP is equal to 8 cm. It is given to us. Now in this figure segment OP is perpendicular to the chord AB. Yes. So remember the first theorem which states that a perpendicular from the center of the circle to its chord bisects the chord. Okay. That means we can write here segment AP is the half of length of AB. Okay. So therefore AP is equal to half of AB and reason you will write as a perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle on its chord bisects the chord. Okay. Now let's substitute the value of AB here. Half into 12 that is equal to 6 centimeters. That means length of AP is 6 centimeters. Now if you observe this figure you will find here length of AP is 6 centimeter and length of OP is 8 centimeter. So if you join this segment OA which is the radius of the circle, then with the help of Pythagoras theorem you can find the length of OA. Okay. So let's see in triangle OPA, angle OPA is equal to 90 degree. So by using the Pythagoras theorem, OA square is equal to OP square plus AP square. Let's substitute the values. OA square is equal to OP square is 8 square plus AP square is 6 square. That is equal to 8 square is 64 plus 6 square is 36. So 64 plus 36 is 100. So OA square is equal to 100. So finding the square root on both sides we will get OA is equal to 10 centimeter. So we got the length of OA. Now OA is nothing but the radius of the circle. So radius R is equal to 10 centimeter. Now we have to find the diameter of the circle. And we know that diameter is equal to 2 into radius. So you will get 2 into 10, that is equal to 20 centimeter. So your final answer is the diameter of the circle is 20 centimeters. Okay. I hope you all are understanding this. So let's move on to the next question. Diameter of a circle is 26 centimeter and the length of a chord of the circle is 24 centimeter. Find the distance of the chord from the center. So first we have to draw a diagram. So here I have drawn a circle with center O. OA is the radius of this circle and AB is the chord of the circle. Okay. Now here name of the chord is not mentioned. Center of the circle is also not mentioned. So you can give any letter to the chord and center of the circle. Okay. Now AB is given as 24 centimeter and diameter of the circle is given as 26 centimeter. Okay. Now this segment OP is perpendicular to chord AB. That means we can write here length of AP is equal to half length of AB. Reason you will write as a perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle on its chord bisects the chord. That means it divides the chord into two equal parts. Now let's substitute the value of AB. So you will get half into 24, that is equal to 12 centimeters. So that means length of AP is 12 centimeter. Okay. Now diameter of this circle is given to us. It is 26. So can you find the radius? Yes. Radius OA is equal to diameter upon 2, that is equal to 26 upon 2. It is equal to 13 centimeters. So your radius is equal to 13 centimeter. Now we know length of AP, we know length of OA. Can you find length of OP? Yes. So in triangle OPA, angle OPA is equal to 90 degree. So by Pythagoras theorem, OA square is equal to OP square plus AP square. Now substitute the values. OA square is 13 square is equal to OP square we have to find out plus AP square is 12 square. So 169 is equal to OP square plus 144. Therefore OP square is equal to, shift this 144 to the other side, you will get 169 minus 144, that is equal to 25 centimeter. So finding square root on both sides, you will get OP is equal to 5 centimeters. So your final answer is the distance of the chord from the center of the circle is 5 centimeter. Okay. Now let's move on to the last part of this session, that is assignment. Radius of a circle is 34 centimeter and the distance of the chord from the center is 30 centimeter. Find the length of the chord. Okay. So here I have given you diagram for this question. In this circle with center O, radius as that is OA is 34 and OP is 30 centimeter. And you have to find the length of AB. So this is the very simple question. So you will be able to solve this question. We will meet in the next session. Thanks for watching this video.